Companies interested in exporting had an opportunity to learn about some of the key things related to doing business in foreign countries at a global exporter forum in Traverse City. Topics covered at the forum included incentive programs, marketing, financing, and shipping.
There's a lot of information and it can be overwhelming, and to try to navigate through all that you have to understand who the resources are, both on the state level. There's a fair number of them, and they all tend to talk to those federal sources as well.
An export specialist from the Michigan Economic Development Corporation outlined the new State Trade Export Promotion, or STEP. The program offers direct reimbursements to qualified small and medium-sized export companies to develop or expand export-related activities.
We have a person here working out of Traverse City in the Council of Governments that can assist companies directly. We haven't had that kind of feet-on-the-street person here in, I think, 5 or 10 years, so that's huge.
Besides information about export incentives, a U.S. Department of Commerce trade specialist was on hand to discuss what they do to help companies with market research.
My role as a trade specialist is to help companies to further investigate international markets before they go overseas. So I encourage them to look at all different opportunities before they decide what country they want to sell to. We can do that by giving them in-depth market research, helping them to identify what might make for a good market for them, and then also connect them with our embassies and consulates overseas.
Businesses found out how they can do some of their own market research by using a website called Global Edge, offered by the MSU International Business Center.
Companies can go on and search by country or search by industry, as well as trade block, and begin to get some information on their products and countries that might be of interest to them, to find out all sorts of information about perhaps political risk, cultural issues, the industry, the largest companies in that industry in that country, and that way they can begin to assess if that company has a real opportunity in that market.
Along with the marketing information, businesses also had a chance to learn about managing financial risk. A Huntington Bank international trade expert told them it's important to understand the financial and political risks whenever they're doing business in a foreign country.
More times than not, American companies tend to be passive about the way the transaction is structured and the way payment is going to be affected. What we as a bank try to do is try to make them take control and be a bug in their ear to tell them how to take control, guide them through the process, so when they're dealing with that company in that foreign country, they sound expert at what they're doing.
What we're trying to do is not make everybody understand every facet of exporting, but to just get a feel and glean what they can from the information that was presented, then be able to go back and utilize those resources as they are relevant to their own situations.